Alright. Let's get a little Hollywood up in here. I'm high vibe, guys. You might have seen me on TV. I'm high vibe. You know. Actually, they wouldn't show me on TV if I'm high vibe, would they? I have to be mediocrity, low vibe. I have to be a good exemplary model of lowest common denominator life. You know, give me what I deserve. I'm a victim. I need it. Let me be the tyrant I do battle with. Let me become the darkness, yeah. Let me show the vileness of human nature when it's in relation to fucked up system. Remember, you go in nature, you become nature. You go into this shit show world, you become it. But you are not it. You are here to overcome, to become something else. So clinging, hanging on to the past, the golden days, the glory days, they were never yours. We think our systems, our societies, our cultures were good, but no, they weren't. They never were. They're 50-50 at best. Now you can see all the veneer has been worn off. You could see the rot underneath. I would much rather have that than the delusion of some panacea, beautiful utopian dream. Give me reality. And reality is not lowest common denominator. Not when you're outside this fucked up system. And the system wants to keep you in it. It wants to charge you just to live, to breathe, to drink the water, to take a step. These are some controlling, psychopathic motherfuckers that are caught up in the hypnosis of the polis. They are children of the lesser gods, and they will try and take your purity if you stand. But if you don't stand, they'll take it anyway, so you might as well transform from the sheep to the ram. Now, if you have not processed your emotions, you're just going to be able to process them in a very adolescent way, and that's typically violence, irrationality, because it's a language. It needs to be expressed. It needs to be let out. So do it now before times come when it needs to come out. That way you're more mature. You will respond, overreact. Control state algorithms, possession, deep possession of the harmonic frequencies are rising. People showing themselves. I mean, if you didn't know from the beginning, that was just your ignorance safeguarding you from yourself. I'm sympathetic to all layers of the game, but I'm not going to sacrifice. I'm not going to shed a tear for people when they learn that they've been lying to themselves. This is all our personal lot. This is what we have to overcome. I hated this world. I hated people for the vast majority of my life. I realized that was an inward hatred I was projecting out. And I see it in other people. I see it in this world. But it isn't this world. It's just the logos of mind. It's just the results of bad parenting. And the parents are the society, the cultures, the myths which are begging to die so that they can transform. When a child is crying, it's just lashing out. It's letting out the tension because there's some kind of repression. It doesn't have the language to understand. It doesn't have the medium to put out into a way that it can work with the child. Likewise, when an elderly person is on their last days and not feeling well, they're on their deathbed, there are all these shoulda, coulda, woulda things, all the denials that project that a lot of times. And that's what this world does. You have to swallow your purity, your truth, in order to function in the shit show, because it is stupidity at the top. Ignorant intention makes this world go around. And you either say, yeah, I'm my own tyrant, or you say, no, I'm a victim and I will be recognized. And then you start to circumambulate the pain and you think that you're superior. You start to fall into the hierarchy model. And we've already seen that there's a superiority complex in a few people. And within every group, those things rise. So get out of your groups, get into this self, bring the purity of who you are into this world, and you'll create something of a new group, a real, pure expression of Aquarius. Individuals, they're the only ones who can come together. If you're coming together in like-spirited mind with another who is circumambulating the pain or the nostalgia of the past, you just, whatever that is, you got to start a new fire and dance around that. And then you take that fire somewhere, wherever you feel it's needed. And that's the folly of the fool's journey, and it's okay. It's good to have power. You should be able to wield your ignorance. Just learn your value and you won't burn others of the world down. You may burn yourself, but that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're burning the shadows away. Self-compassionation is consciousness. It is realization. And I'm in the process, like all of us. Alright, so technocracy controls. To be part of this shit show, you're going to have to give up more and more. You're going to have to pay for all these things which we thought were just given because we're alive. But no, it starts when you have to pay just to be alive in this world. Taxes. Then they tax you on the water, the air, what you do, your activities. Are you a good boy? Are you a good girl? If so, then we'll let you fly on this plane to Dubai so you can bask in the idiocracy at peak expression and maybe stand out in that synthetic rain and get whatever chemicals are in that into your system so you can be more in tune with these times. This world will burn, but you don't have to burn it down unless you feel like that's your role. Me, it's not worth it. I'll figure out my own way, and I'll get to where I need to go before the shit show comes to an end. But in the process, I'm just doing the normal human things and trying not to get caught up in this drama of hypnosis through algol stare. Alright, so got a lot of energies coming up here. Lionsgate, Aquarius, full moon, Venus, Jupiter, Cancer. It's all just fucking energy. Get into your language. Figure out what it is for you. Who cares what the symbols are out there unless it speaks to you? Just try and live pure.